we have Justin here as a guest on the show. We're going to talk today about a video that I recently watched. Justin didn't watch it, but I did. And it was a video of a woman with a really big ass, and she was wearing really short shorts, and it was showing her ass. But what you don't know is this woman was recently coming from the beach and was walking to her hotel room from the beach. She was wearing the shorts, and a man decided to follow her around with his camera, his phone camera, or camera phone, and decided to videotape this woman all the way up to her room, followed her the entire way. And when she said, "Please stop following me, can you stop following me, please?" he said, "Shut up, bitch." Now, why is that okay? Why is that type of behavior okay? Like, why is that accepted in our society? The reason why I ask why it's accepted in our society is because no one really was saying. I was looking at the comment section of the video, looking at all the different comments of what was said, and not a lot of people were saying anything about the man that stalked and could have potentially hurt, killed, murdered, raped this woman. Everyone was saying something about what the woman was wearing, and she deserved this kind of attention, and she knew what she was doing, and that's what she wanted, and, you know, that's what she wanted. She deserved it. She should have known better, yada, yada, yada. And I just want to know, why do we think like that? Like, why is that okay? Why is it accepted in today's society? I think it's very disgusting behavior. I think it needs to stop. Stop shaming us for what we wear based off what you decide to do with your life and your decision. That's not fair. I don't think. Not at all. But I wanted to get a man's opinion and what he thought so that we can get both sides of the story. So Justin, what do you think about what I just described to you?
Well, it sounded pretty bad. I didn't watch the video, but from what you told me, he was basically harassing and stalking this random girl that he didn't know just because of what she was wearing. Now, granted, that type of behavior is unacceptable because of just the degree of that behavior. Filming a woman as if she's a piece of meat or an animal in a zoo is just, it's unacceptable. It's disgusting. You're shaming women, and you're doing the same thing to mankind, to men too. You're shaming every man out there because of how you're acting, because you can't control yourself or be respectable to women at all. I mean, yeah, some women do wear some things to get attention, but it should never be taken to that extent, which is sadly where the world's headed for most men, because that's all women are starting to get looked at as now, is just a piece of meat. Sexual
objects. That's mainly because of advertising and all kinds of stuff. I mean, that's a whole nother video. We could just go and break all that down, but I mean, honestly, I don't understand why this is okay. Like, why are we shaming this woman? Like, for what? Because she wore some shorts, you know? And if the roles were reversed and flipped, like if a guy was just walking around with his shirt off, just having all of his chest out, it wouldn't be a big deal. And I just don't get why it's a big deal because she's a woman that she can't wear what she wants to wear. She's coming from a beach. She's not walking down the street, you know, across the street from an elementary school in the middle of the day. This woman's coming from a beach, and she's wearing shorts. And you can tell she's uncomfortable and didn't, you know, want to really wear the shorts as much because she's constantly pulling the shorts down while she's walking. But this man is just following her with his phone. Just, how is that okay? Like, why weren't the police called? Why wasn't someone stopping him? That's another thing. No one was stopping this man from following this woman around with his phone, just recording her. And there were people walking by, both sides, of the way. It wasn't just him and her. Like, they were in a public room, a public place, a public area, in a hotel in Miami Beach. And this man is following her with his phone and no one's saying anything. No one's like, dude, what are you doing? Like, what the hell? Even when she was at her hotel door and was like, can you please stop following me? There was a dude walking down the hallway and no one was like, yo man, what are you doing? Stop. She doesn't want you to follow her. Why are you following her in the first place? No one was stopping this guy. But y'all want to shame us, and it's sad because we're getting killed, raped, mentally, physically, brutally scarred based on what clothing we decide to wear that day. It's never the responsibility of the man to control himself. It's the responsibility of the woman to not give a reason to the man to rape or be disrespectful to the woman. And that's not okay. That has to stop. You should respect me and not follow me around with a phone just because I'm a human. Fuck my sex. I'm a human being first. Number one. So whatever world you're in to think that that's okay to follow me around with a phone and videotape me and then call me a bitch when I ask you to stop? No, not okay. He's like he didn't run across the wrong woman that's packing. I would have shot his ass because that's what I would have done if you follow me anywhere. Videotaping me without my permission. That's not okay. Period. In any way, shape, or form or anything, that's not okay. In any circumstance. That's not okay. And the sad part is most of society think that that is okay. And instead of trying to figure out what's wrong with men doing this to women, we want to blame the woman.
I don't have anything else to add to it. You kind of just open.
We want to blame the woman. That's not okay. That's not okay, Justin.
I'm not aware, but I can't vouch for anyone else.
And he isn't. You don't have nothing else. You don't have nothing else to say.
You kind
of took it.
You kind of took it and ran with it.
I just get so passionate because it's not fair. It's not fair. I wouldn't be so upset if it was a fair circumstance where it's like, oh, if guys walk out with their shirt and their chest out, or if their ass is out and they get raped, then we blame the guy. It'd be different if that was the reality of the situation, but it's not. First of all, guys don't get raped nearly as much as women do. Secondly, they can do, say, wear whatever they want. And there's like little to no consequence to it. That's what's the most frustrating thing and aspect of this whole situation. Because if a guy was walking around with his ass out, like, what if a guy was like wearing a little man thong and some girl was like following around with her camera? They'd be like, oh, that's funny, that's cute, ha ha ha. Or that guy's gay because he's wearing a man thong, and men don't wear man thongs, so look it up the ass. You know, it's like, it would have been okay if the roles were reversed. Or it would have been like detrimental to the woman. Like, it doesn't matter what situation you're in, they always find a way to blame the woman. Like, if a woman was following a man around with her phone, videotaping him, they're like, oh, that bitch is crazy. Oh, she's got problems. Why is she such a psychopath? She needs to get locked the fuck up. What the fuck? But if a guy follows a girl around, it's like, oh, this bitch knew what she was doing. She's a fucking hoe. You don't want to be treated like a hoe. Don't wear the uniform. No, there's no uniform. You should be able to wear as a human being. You should be able to wear whatever the fuck you want at any given time of day. And not have to worry about getting raped or murdered or killed or kidnapped. But that, as a woman, is something that we have to be afraid of and fear and live with every day. Because y'all don't want to control yourself. That's not cool. That's not okay, and it needs to stop now. Do you have anything else to say?
No,
I'm fucking pissed. Bye.